Hello everyone, this is Cool, and you're currently watching the second video of my 4-part tutorial series. And this one will be all about eyes, as requested by Italia Rules Freak. Yay! Thank you. Yep. Okay, as you can see, I copied over the original sketch that I did in the previous tutorial video, part 1. And yeah, because I'm going to make a bunch of eyes out of it. Okie dokes. Now, first, we will do, just what am I talking about right now? Oh yeah, tired eyes, because either tired or not amused eyes, which I love to draw because I feel like I can relate a lot, No, mine are usually a bit more derpy. The ones that I draw in my character, at least. Like the character that portrays me. Yeah, because I do that a lot nowadays, since I have my daily sketch thing that I do. Just try to keep the artistic flow flowing. But yeah, I have not been describing at all what I've been drawing just now. So yeah, here, as you can see, from the previous video, I drew the halfway mark on the head, which will be the mark where the eyes could possibly be if they're open all the way. But since these are tired eyes, they're halfway closed. And then bottom marks over there, which is halfway between the halfway mark and the chin. And then I try to keep these two boxes one box away from each other, so the eyes will be about an eye's length away from each other. It's usually a good spacing choice. And then to make it truly seem like your character has her eyes half closed, make your computer lag. Yeah, that generally helps. No, that's horrible. I'm sorry. Yeah, make it so that it cuts halfway through the iris. Is that it? Yeah. Because that way it looks like your character is still looking forward, but just with, partially closed eyes. Because if you make your eyes down there, it'll look like she's just looking downwards, which you can totally do if that's the pose and character you're going for. Other than that, try to make it so that if you ever had to connect everywhere around, it makes sense, as this one sort of does. And then, yeah, random eyebrows. Boom. Boom. And just because. How about we just lag the computer a bit more? And then a slight frown. Okie dokes. Now we will go over to this one, which will be kind of the opposite, because it will be full open and round eyes. These are for those energetic characters that are generally happy, fun, cute, all those different things that we like. I also, if you notice, I like drawing the top of the eyes first. I draw on that side and then the other side, just to make sure that I have some consistency. And then I will draw the bottom lashes, which you don't have to do, but I like it just because it adds a bit of continuity with the eye. Then I draw a little bit of a lash, or whatever that is, just poke a thing out. And now, oh my gosh, we're gonna lag a little bit more. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. And that is almost finished for this particular eye. Oh yeah, so what I was gonna do for this tutorial is I will do these sketches for all three of these, and then I will do the outlines Yeah, and then I'll color them. So there will be skips in here in which you'll see the hair just kind of magically appear, because that is actually a different tutorial that I will be shooting simultaneously, pretty much, because you know I can't really do anything else. Sorry, I'm zoning because I am doing a happy character. Yay, happy. Just a smile. And now for the main eyes that I'm actually going to be following through with for this entire video. We will have slightly slanted, people like this one, and yeah, just keep this going through. Now these are a bit more true to real eyes, but then again I don't really want to say that because none of these are really true to real eyes, but like in real life, because these ones you can see definite corners. So like these would be the tops of your eyes, and then I have my bottom lashes there. And that will just be continuing right through there. And that's that. Oh, she will have these kinds of eyebrows. I actually set an alarm to make sure that these videos don't go too long, and it just went off and it just destroyed my left ear. And okay, I'm still recovering from that. I still went over, but that doesn't really matter because that means I'll just do a little less time in the outlining stage, because that really doesn't require much at all. It's just, I don't know why I'm even going to record that, but I will, because I think it's necessary. Okay, yeah. This is I don't know. This is a tutorial about eyes. I don't know why I drew faces. Continuity? More continuity? I love saying that word. Okay, I'll see you in a second. Bye-bye. And a second has passed, and we are back. Actually, more than a second has passed. An entire night has passed. I went to sleep because I got really tired. I don't know why I'm trying to rename that. Now, as you can see, we already did the what did I have last time? I think all I had were just the blue bases for everything. And now, yeah, look, hair. No, I added hair, all the blue hair, and everything else is also there. I will make this go away, and now we will just go into doing the line art for the eyes. Do a smaller size of brush, and we'll only be doing the eyes for this one just to save on time, because I am limited to 15-minute uploads, which is horrible. Okay, so this is just my style, remember that. So other manga artists or just people who draw like to have a lot of coming out, but I tend to keep mine a bit simpler, just because I have no idea. It's just the way that I learned it, so it's the way that I keep drawing it. Okay. And oh yeah, also just for the outline, I went to smoothing, S3. It also might be called stabilizer depending on what version of Paint Tool SAI you are using. Actually, not version, but translation. And oh gosh, that's good enough. I'll just erase that. I usually don't like erasing for outlines, but exceptions are everywhere. And yeah, that is most of this outlining. I don't know what I was going to talk about during this. All I did was... What did I do? I don't know what I talked about just now. I'm going to see now, guys. I'm sorry. Help me. And there's the bottom. I guess I told you about the stabilizer. Yeah, that's what I did. And then I'm not going to draw the face during this. Okay, see you during coloring. And hello, we're back for coloring. So, as you can see, I already did a bunch of coloring, I did the hair, and I also set up the layers for the eyes to be placed in. As you can see, I already put in the eye whites and the mouth, which isn't part of this tutorial, so I don't know why I even mentioned it. Now, okay, go to the eye layer, do the wand tool, select that, make sure everything's selected, and then we can go over to whatever color you want it to be, and press Ctrl F. Now, do the opacity lock tool, not tool, just the opacity lock, and yep, that'll make it so that you can edit the insides of these without worrying about messing up anything outside of it. So we will be using primarily the brush tool for this, and we are making giant pupils right now. Giant pupils are great. And we will be going around the circumference of the eyes a bit too, just to add some depth to the eyes. You don't want flat eyeballs, even though these are pretty flat, but it's okay. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, you can also use the big wand, not big wand, the big brush tool, and add a dark gradient from the top to the bottom. You can also add it around the sides, as I did with the brush tool. This will just contribute to rounding it out a bit more. And now select a brighter color, maybe a little more saturated. Oh, that's not saturated, that's a different thing. Anyway, and then you can put that in at the bottom. I'm using the brush tool right now, but the airbrush tool is also a pretty good way of rounding things out, making it less two-dimensional. Oh my gosh, what did I just do? Okay, and that is that part of the eyes. We can go back to the brush tool, a bit brighter now, and actually let's go to completely white. We can do the highlights now. So the highlights will tend to be towards the main light source. And in this case, I don't know if I'm really following that rule, but I just like them over here. Let's make that a little smaller. Usually I like having multiple highlights, just because they make me feel special. And you can have one at the bottom too. They don't have to be completely white because reflections rarely are. And now we go to the airbrush tool and back to the dark color. Let's make it a little more dark actually. And we can add a nice border to the pupil and its highlights. It's just not something that happens in real life, but in anime and manga, it's a nice little thing to differentiate things and pop a bit more. So that is that. We can go back to white. Remember, X is to change colors with your secondary. But I guess there's not really a secondary since I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just making little things around the eyes because I think it looks pretty. Okay, and that's it. Yay! Okay. Yeah. If you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comment section below, and I will get to them soon. I just put even more shiny. And then, yeah. Thanks for watching my video. This is Budgets Are Cool. Take care, and yeah, I think that's about it. Bye!